she was killed. And they
The
tried
top
to
six
cover it
girls
up.
really look great, but you seem to have that perfect
I
aesthetic
wasn't
look.
into hip hop or even soul music.
There are definitely people that need a little Viagra.
What's up, Desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding. In this video today, I'm discussing Nick Walker goes full mutant mode with full body physique updates from the front and the back, where he's looking absolutely enormous. I analyzed those. Jeremy Buendia is getting jacked and he's looking huge right now with new physique updates. Sergio Oliva Jr.'s new sponsor, plus how does that relate to Cedric McMillan, and a new contender to the men's physique Olympia title, who just won his first pro show and qualified for the 2022 Mr. Olympia. But let's get straight into this one. So Jeremy Buendia is looking enormous right now. He just put up these physique updates. You can see the side chest on the screen right now, looking super full. That chest is super filled out, and you can see there's no weaknesses between the upper and lower or anything like that on his chest. Just very, very impressive. The most muscular, he's looking much fuller than his last physique updates. The front double bicep, that just looks so much more filled out and full. And then you can see that one there, which is a bit of a sort of classic artistic pose, which leads to the, I suppose, the conversation. Is he going to make a comeback, and where is it going to be? Is it going to be to the men's physique, or is it going to be to the classic physique? I think they do come back at the men's physique, but maybe he goes, I don't want to contend with those guys, but I just don't think he has the size quite yet to go into the classic, just because he is a shorter bodybuilder and he'll be up against taller guys, which seems to be the way the division is sort of leaning. But you still got guys like Terrence Ruffin who are contending for that Olympia title and getting second year after year, winning Arnold Classics. Maybe Jeremy Buendia sees him as being able to do the same sort of thing. Plus, the prize money for the classic and the popularity for the classic is going up exponentially as well. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you like to see Jeremy Buendia come back? I know he's sort of a polarizing figure. Some people love him, some people hate him, but would you actually like to see him make a comeback, and where do you think he would do best, classic or men's physique? So moving on, Nick Walker has released these physique updates, top and bottom, so we get to see the legs as well, and also front and back, which I love this. So we get a front double bicep and a back double bicep, and we'll start with the front double bicep and we'll analyze these a little bit. And first off, we'll start at the top. Like, look at the arms. Like, that is just, he has some of the biggest, if not the biggest arms of all time for his height. Like, he said they're 24 inches and they look every part of that. And they honestly look freakier than like a Ronnie Coleman arm or a Jay Cutler arm or a Phil Heath arm in many ways. And even like a Lee Priest arm from back in the day. Now, Lee Priest's was, absolutely insane for his height because he was shorter than Nick Walker as well. And, I like the shape of him and everything like that a little bit more than Nick Walker's. But his are just so absolutely enormous, it blows my mind. Like, you look at that left arm with a right, if you're looking at the screen, there is no room there to grow any more muscle. I don't know how he actually puts any more muscle on those arms, or if he's trying to or what, but absolutely mind-blowing. Seems like he's keeping the waist pretty damn tight considering how full his physique is in these photos. And then you look at the legs and they look way more rounded out. The sweep looks much better, and that's what I was sort of looking for from Nick Walker. Now, I don't know if he's just trained legs because they look pretty vascular and they look pretty full here, but you look at his arms and they're really full as well. I know when I train legs, my arms definitely don't look good whatsoever. I don't look big or anything like that. And then when I train arms, my legs, look a little flat as well, but they've sort of got the lines in them. So I don't know what he's just trained, if he has trained or what in this photo, but very, very impressive physique update. And let's go to the back. And when I look at this as well, you look at the arms, they're just absolutely stupid. His left arm is just absolutely mind-blowing. When we look at the back, now I'd say the left side of his back looks a little bit more filled out than the right side. So I don't know if that's something we've seen, each year and we just haven't noticed, because obviously the freakiness of his physique just sort of blows your mind. But he's definitely got a little bit more muscle on the left side than the right, but you don't really notice that. And when he brings crazy conditioning, you're really not going to notice the difference between his left and right side of his back and his left arm versus his right arm, because they're both absolutely enormous anyway. And obviously the legs, they always look great. He's got great adductors, calves look awesome, and then you get to see a bit more of that sweep from the back as well now on that back double bicep. So very, very impressed. And it leaves me asking the question, can Nick Walker win the 2022 Mr. Olympia? Let me know what you think about that in the comments below, because I think he's a legit contender based off these recent physique updates. In our next story, Sergio Oliva Jr. has signed on with a new sponsor. He was obviously doing the Cosmic Industries and his own supplement company, and that sort of hasn't worked out. He did mention that, and he's signed on with Black Skull. So I'm going to read a little bit about his post, what he put up on Instagram, because it's very interesting and I think it's pretty damn cool. Now, this is just one part of what he actually put up. He says, I'm also very excited to continue the vision Cedric and Black Skull were doing. I could never replace Cedric on or off stage, but I'll make damn sure I represent all the mentoring he did for me ever since I was an amateur. Black Skull doesn't want me to say this, but I want it to be known so people know what kind of people they are. They're continuing Cedric's contract with his family just like they did with Josh Lenartowicz when he got sick and had to stop competing. So that's absolutely awesome. Like, credit to Black Skull. Obviously, I'm signed by HD Muscle. I'm not wearing a cap today just because I can't locate it. But I think it's awesome. Like, companies like this that support the athletes and, obviously supporting Cedric's family, after he's gone, that's just, I take my hat off to him. So credit to Black Skull, and I think that's absolutely incredible. So congrats to Sergio Oliva Jr. on the new signing of a new sponsor. Now, I want to mention this guy because he is an absolute freak, and he just won an IFBB Australian Men's Physique Pro contest. I think it's only the second one we've done out here, and that's obviously an Olympia qualifier. He won that, and he looks absolutely incredible. His name is Fabrizio dos Santos. I mean, look at this guy's physique. I think he's a legit Olympia contender this year and for years to come, because I love his physique. He's got huge shoulders and huge arms. That's what sticks out at first. Now, I don't know if they'd say this is sort of disproportionate or what they'd say about his physique, because his chest is probably a little bit underdeveloped in comparison to those shoulders and arms. I mean, pretty much everything on his physique would have to be, but his back's really, really good as well. And the way his whole physique flows is absolutely incredible. I love the way his abs sit. He's got, thick enough abs without being too thick or anything like that for men's physique. The way he poses, everything about this dude's physique and his overall look is amazing. I think that's what men's physique is. So I think this guy is a legit Olympia contender. And can an Australian win an Olympia title? I would love to see it. And let me know what you think in the comments below about Fabrizio dos Santos. Big fan of this guy's physique, and he's made huge improvements, so credit to him. So that's it for this video. If you guys like and appreciate this content, please give this video a thumbs up, smash that like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up for myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding. Also, head to hdmuscle.com, enter the code DESKTOP, you'll save yourself 10% on all their supplements, all their apparel, all their accessories, and all that sort of stuff. So make sure you check it out, because the supplements are absolutely next level. They're used by guys like Quentin Araya, Dorian Hamilton, who's obviously one of the owners of HD Muscle, and a whole range of athletes that they've got on their team as well. So make sure you check them out. So that's it for me. For Xavier Wills, Desktop Bodybuilding, we are out.